Hey guys, it's Vince and Drew with Power 5 Fanatics coming at you with our Eliminator video, one of our favorite videos of the week.
Yep.
And what we do here is take the teams, the programs off the board that we feel are out of the national title picture and leave the ones that do have a chance. So hopefully your team is still up here at the end of the video. We're going to start off with Texas Tech. You tried staying in as long as you could with a new coach, Coach Wells, and it's just without Bowman, their quarterback, they just don't have enough offense in the Big 12 to get this thing done, and it's just not working. Their defense probably a little bit better, even though Oklahoma destroyed them.
It'll be interesting to see what they do this week to try to keep up with Oklahoma State.
Yeah,
on
I wouldn't
offense.
totally count them out. I mean, as far as like maybe going to a bowl game, but they're going to have a lot of they're going to have a lot of help from their backup.
And
Jed Duffy, their backup quarterback, is going to have a big game throwing the ball, and not just 125 throwing and 100 running. I mean, we're going to need to get 250. Texas Tech would need to get that to at least to beat Oklahoma State. So they got a big test in front of them. Second team, Mississippi State.
Yep.
The Bulldogs lost to Auburn.
Started showing signs of it against Kansas State. Not that Kansas State's not a good team, because I think that they are.
Yeah, but losing at home to Kansas State didn't help. But
and then getting blasted by Auburn.
Right.
It's just going to be hard to rebound from that. So
2 losses, you're done. Washington State, Leach.
Man.
You look good for a while, and the last 2 weeks have just been ugly. Utah really took care of them this week and pretty much shut them down. Shut their offense down.
Yeah, they did.
So, Cougars, you're done.
Which is a bit of a surprise as well.
The Hoosiers. Sorry, Hoosier fans. Indiana, they seem better this year, definitely.
They do.
It's just, they've had their second loss. Michigan State took care of business against them.
40-31, and then they lost early in the season to Ohio State.
Yep.
They
really got beat
55 to whatever it was.
But they're looking. Other than that,
55
I wouldn't be
10.
surprised. We said this on our last video. If they made, I'd be surprised if they didn't make a bowl. I think they will. But you're out of the national.
They can put up some points too. So
they can.
They can be kind of scary.
Iowa State. It's just couldn't get the offense going until it was too late in the game.
Yeah.
It seems their offense has been overrated, I think, going into this year. Everybody kind of knew their defense is going to be pretty good, or one of the better defenses in the Big 12, but their offense has been pitiful at times.
Yeah.
And it continues a little too late against Baylor, and
I think they're struggling. I think those losses of Butler and Montgomery on offense have been a little bit more impactful than I think a lot of people anticipated.
Right.
Those guys were generational type of players for Iowa State, what they were able to do. And you don't just replace those type of guys. And they got some issues on defense, too. I know that they've got one of the better defenses in the Big 12 statistically, but it just looked like Baylor was kind of taking advantage of those corners and some different things. So hopefully Campbell can get that ship kind of righted there.
The Wolfpack.
NC State. Yep.
Losing to Florida State, not a good thing. Used to be that was like
not a big deal.
That used to be what you would expect.
Right.
These days, losing Florida State can be an eyebrow raiser at times.
Well,
and they another ACC team that just can't get it done.
They also lost to West Virginia too, who has kind of rebounded, but it kind of started with that NC State game. To be honest with you, that they were able to beat NC State. So who knows what NC State is? I mean, they may not be so good this year, but that eliminated them this past weekend.
We're narrowing it down, guys. I don't know. We're down to maybe 30 schools, something like that, 25 maybe.
Yep.
So it seems like every week there's 5 to 7.
And as we start
we'll get pulled off here,
and as we get closer to conference play too, you're really going to start to see some of these other teams kind of start to fall. So that'll be
some of the surprise ones I would say at this point. Minnesota,
Wake Forest.
Wake.
Arizona State's been Cal has been impressive.
Cal.
Yeah.
They had their slip up this week, but
Minnesota hasn't been.
there's
bad.
a few surprise. We got Appalachian
And I think
State,
I
of
think
course.
Penn State's better than I thought they were going to be.
Oh, their Penn State is
Yeah.
looking much better. So
Yeah.
that was one of those where I wasn't real sure. Or
I thought they'd probably
I
be
thought
like
they'd be out of there pretty.
maybe like a 9-win team this year, which they could still end up being. They got some tough road to hoe.
Yeah.
With Ohio State, Michigan, Michigan State, but they look pretty good. So we'll
Yeah.
see kind of how that starts to play itself out.
Well, guys, thanks for watching. It's always a fun video to do, and like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. We appreciate you watching.
Thanks, guys.